Alrighty guys, as you can see, we're back here at the pond, just checking some snares. We've got 2 snares, one right there, one right there, but I can see we got nothing in them. And then we've got one just over there that I already checked, nothing in it. And then this is where we caught one. Oh, maybe a week ago, right there. You can see, sit right underneath the barbed wire. So I just parked the truck up there at the fence line because it's starting to get a little bit mucky out here, and I don't want to be wrecking my fields too bad. Be nice if it kind of froze up, be able to drive out here. I got a couple more snares over at the gut pile right there, and then that's gonna be it. Oh, and actually while I'm walking up to the truck here, put on a pretty sweet light bar on the front of the truck here, so I was pretty happy about that. Buddy James gave me a hand with that. I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to 12-volt electrical. I can wire a house, but I can't wire this kind of stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah, I took the truck over to his garage one night, and we were kind of figuring out what we needed, and then this is what I ordered. It's a 42-inch curved light bar, so it kind of fits the front of the truck's curve fairly well. And then he actually had a heavy-duty wiring harness for it, so we just tucked it up through the grill. I'll give you guys a look. So yeah, it goes through the grill, and then we've got the wire. He does a really good job. Nicely zip tied there. Then the cable runs up through there. Then we got the excess just coiled up here, zip tied up nice, and then it just runs to your battery. And then it's actually got its own fuse in here, because it's a system in itself. And then right there's like a little knockout panel through your firewall, and it's just 2 bolts from inside. So we popped that out, drilled a hole through it, which I still have to patch the hole around the cable, just so your cold air and exhaust, if you had an exhaust leak or whatever, doesn't get into the inside passenger. But yeah, so drilled a hole and then ran the wires through up underneath the console here, and then it came with a button on the wiring harness that he had, so just a little toggle switch. So if I ever wanted to get this back to standard factory, which he's the one that brought that up, all I'd have to do is change out this panel here and that little knockout piece in the firewall. So yeah, toss her on. I mean, obviously it's not going to be bright right now because it's light out, but she's a lot better than just the standard factory lights, I tell you. Definitely lights up the world, and where we live it's like crazy deer territory, so it's nice to have it. And actually, with it being curved, it really lights up the bush lines on the side of the road, like the ditches and that. So there's Squinty digging a hole. Anyway, just bringing you guys out here. I know the wind's gonna be absolutely horrible. Nothing I can do about it. Just wait till the cookie crumbles. But just gonna give you guys a bit of an update here on the implement shed. As you can see, this side is not done. We are not doing this side this year. even though this is the side that faces the road, which would make more sense to do. But prevailing wind side was of more importance to me than looks for this year. So here is the south gable end. It's all done. We decided to go with nice white corners just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. We had talked about doing a white gable end divider, but I was worried that with the building being old, I wasn't sure how straight everything would end up, and I didn't want a white line not looking straight. So we opted with the green, which it turned out good. Looks nice. And then this wall here is all done. So we finished this up yesterday morning. So this implement shed is 60 feet long by 22 feet wide. And then these are 9-foot sheets of tin. So it's not super tall or anything, but it's a good enough shed. One thing that I want to do with this still is come back, and I might still put some screws here just in the joints, because I wasn't real happy with how my joints sat together. You can see, like, there's a joint, there's a joint. I don't know, that's probably just me not doing it right. I don't know if you're supposed to put them in the rib on the joint. I know everything else you're supposed to put them on the flat, but anyway, I might come back and try and squeeze some of those together, especially the worst ones. But other than that, worked out good. I like putting up tin. I mean, you're covering 3 feet at a time, so what's not to like about that? And I mean, once you get everything kind of squared and leveled up, it goes pretty quick. So right now we're at the south end of the influence shed. This wall isn't done, as you can see. So we just did the two sides, or this is north end, yeah, and the south end and the west side got done. The reason we didn't do this side yet is because we're going to be putting a granary on here. We're hoping to pour a pad here, the full 20 feet wide, and then we're probably going to come out, I think 12 feet. So that's going to give us a nice little area for to be able to blow in grain. We're going to have it divided into 2 or 3 rooms, so we can have a couple different types of grain for the animals. And yeah, so that's the plan there. So that's the reason I didn't do the siding on this one yet. And then the front here, the reason I didn't do that this year is because we're kind of getting late on in the year here, and I gotta build a whole door for that. That's a new doorway there. So Jess actually just put up a big canvas tarp over it for the winter. I mean, these doors here already are existing, which that'd be easy enough, but all the doors are gonna have to get trimmed out in like a white J. We got to put new fascia. It's never had a fascia board. We got to put a fascia board up there at the end of the rafters, and then these are on like a barn style track system. I don't know how well you can see up in there, but those are gonna have to get like 1.5 inches, 2x4 or something to bring them out, so that when you open the door with the new tin behind on the wall, it doesn't just scratch it all up. So yeah, so this wall, that's the reason why we didn't do it, was just because, like I said, it's getting on and it's going to take quite a bit more thinking, a lot more cutting work in general to complete this side. So we're already in the first week of November, and we can be expecting winter pretty much any time now. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna go back. I gotta check some traps, and I'll give you guys a little shot of this. Squinty's chewing on a skull of some sort, and now he's eating the lawn. Hey? Little wiener. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back and check some of my traps. I gotta go give a buddy a hand there in a little bit. And yeah, so just figured you guys would want a little update on the implement shed. So stay tuned. Well, we made her over to the gut pile here. There's an old deer carcass. You can see something's been digging under there, and actually they had dug over under here yesterday, but you can see there's some fresh tracks. Those weren't in that dirt yesterday, because I was trying to show Heidi some tracks, but we couldn't see any in the dirt. But there's definitely tracks there now. And got some guy dropped off some ducks. Nothing's touched them though, surprising enough. Just got a couple snares over here. They love dragging stuff down into this little valley. So I've got one snare right there. I've got another one down in the thick stuff there. And then another one attached to this little tree here. But nothing. And then I brought a bunch of coyote carcasses back yesterday, and I just piled them up over there at the base of the tree. I don't find anything really gets into them, and personally, if anything, I find they deter other coyotes, so I actually prefer not bringing them into a bait site really. I usually take them into another part of the bush, but I was lazy yesterday and just dropped them there. I mean, it's not right on the gut pile, but anyway, the way she is. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for this little video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Today is Tuesday, November the 3rd. So we've got, well, rifle season starts on Saturday. So what's that, like four more days till rifle season starts. So we got some nice bucks coming in. So it should be a good season, but we'll see what happens. Alright guys, till next time, ciao.